good afternoon, SLAE family, and we are super blessed today because we have two awesome guests here today that are going to take us down a phenomenal road to improve our health and fitness. Today, I have tuning in from beautiful California, Mr. Nimai Delgado, and from sunny Florida, Kiley Williams. So welcome both of you. Glad to have you both here.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Leanne. Really excited to be here.
Yeah. Very excited to have you here. So before we talk about the fitness challenge that you are launching and how you both help people to really make big changes, maybe you could take a minute and share a little bit about your backgrounds. I don't know which one of you wants to start first, but we'd love to have everyone know a little bit more about you.
Yeah, Kiley, ladies first.
Okay, awesome. Hello, everyone. I'm Kiley. I have been with Vegan Fitness since 2018. So I'm Nimai's assistant coach. I'm a mother of two, a former professional soccer player. Yeah, I've been lifting weights since I was extremely young. I've been vegan since 2015, and this is my largest passion outside of like helping moms through pregnancy and postpartum. I love to work with moms, wherever they're at in their journey, with fitness and nutrition and just general people overall. Wherever I can help people, that is my favorite thing to do. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Kiley. Hey, everybody. My name is Nimai Delgado. I am a former mechanical engineer turned professional bodybuilder turned vegan fitness head coach. I founded Vegan Fitness back in 2017 after juggling my engineering career and fitness, which was at that time just a really deep passion of mine. And through my own experience and what I was able to see about how my health just improved so much after going fully plant-based, I decided to start posting about it online and encouraging other people to explore this alternative lifestyle that yielded just as much, if not more, results than the traditional approach towards health and fitness. So that became a passion of mine, and I left engineering back in 2018 to co-found veganfitness.com. And what we do here at veganfitness.com is we help people either adopt a fully plant-based lifestyle or transition to one, or even optimize their existing plant-based lifestyle. And we do this by offering coaching programs, one-on-one coaching. We offer meal plans, training programs. We guide you through the entire process. Both myself and my other team members are all vegan, so we have multiple years of experience doing this type of work. This is our specialty. And I am certain that there will be people that are watching this that are not vegan and might feel immediately apprehensive to even the idea of adopting a vegan diet, because that's a loaded word and it comes with many assumptions and preconceptions about what that means. So that is our specialty. So I'm excited to dive deeper into this topic with everybody, and very nice to see everybody and meet you all. Leanne, I'll hand it over to you now.
Well, thank you. I'm super excited. And there's a bunch of things we're going to talk about. First of all, Nimai, you've been on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. You're a big guy, and I know everyone can just see your smiling face if they're watching this online right now. So maybe you can flash them a little gun there for a quick second. Boom. Oh, yeah. My God. Okay. But, we're going to talk about a few things. We want to talk about the challenge. You guys are launching a challenge, and some people are going to want to come in and become incredibly fit and do all kinds of things. Some people are not plant-based at all, and I want them to know that there are workouts and things they can get out of this. Some people work out, but their food, they don't really know what they're doing. And some people just across the board are like, holy smokes, where do I start? So this is a bit of an adaptable program. Can we start with one of you, please, explaining the length of the challenge and some of the specifics that are included in it?
Yeah, I'll jump in real quick and answer this. So this is our flagship program. We started this program back in 2018 with our challenges. And these are 8-week programs where we will provide you with a fully custom meal plan where it will tell you exactly how much and what you need to eat in order to accomplish your fitness goals, whether that is to build muscle or whether it is to drop body fat or whether it is to do both at the same time. Many of our clients, we've had over 20,000 people come through our programs and have had immediate success in such a short amount of time because we lay it out in a very easy to follow process and we guide you every single step of the way. And for people who are not vegan, this can be an opportunity for you to understand nutrition in a different way. So the first thing that we do is we gather some information from you. You'll fill out a questionnaire. You'll let us know what your goals are, where you currently are, and where you want to be. And we will create a custom program for you to help get you there as quickly as possible based off of the techniques and strategies that we have learned. Something that I forgot to mention earlier in the call, Leanne mentioned I was on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. I was also the very first professional vegan bodybuilder to compete in the professional league, which is the same, it's called the IFBB, which is the same league that Arnold Schwarzenegger competed in, which is the league that feeds the Mr. Olympia series. So, I have a little bit of experience knowing how to get in shape and helping other people do the same. So I've really condensed and put into a really easy to follow program what I learned in the bodybuilding world of getting down to extreme levels of conditioning and making it as simple and easy to follow in these 8-week programs. And we call them a challenge because it is not easy per se. It is going to be a challenge because what you're really working against are your old patterns, your old behaviors, the parts of yourself that you no longer want to continue feeding and adopting new ways of thought, new ways of being so that you don't necessarily have to follow a program. It can just end up being more of a lifestyle. And that is what makes these programs so special, is that we do try to provide you with the tools and resources to empower you, not to just tell you what to do, but to empower you so that you can leave this program with a deeper understanding of how to stay fit and healthy year round and for it to feel effortless. So yeah, that's my little spiel.
It's a good spiel. And you're so modest, you know a little bit. I'm like, yeah, you've kind of broken some whole barriers in the entire industry. You might know a little bit, but yes, and you also have community support and check-ins and things like that too.
Mm-hmm.
If one of you could take a minute and share that part of the program too.
Yeah, Kylie, you want to jump in?
Yeah. So as far as the challenge goes, we will have a large Facebook group where, you just have that community feel, that camaraderie. We're posting, myself, Nimai, and our other assistant coach, we're going to be putting posts in there. We're going to be sharing our meals, workout selfies. You're going to have all of the other people that are part of the challenge in there communicating with one another, cheering each other on. And we also do a buddy system where we will actually help people match up with another person within the challenge. We try to match people within the same time zone so that it's easier for them, but they can have that accountability partner be like, hey, I did my workout, I ate my breakfast, did you do this as well? So you're not only getting that accountability and that, communication with us as coaches as well, but you're getting it with the other members in the challenge so that you guys can hold each other accountable, right? And then as well, within the actual challenge, you will get a weekly check-in somewhere between Friday and Sunday. You'll be checking in with us, letting us know what you did well with the week, what maybe you struggled with the week, and, letting us know how your energy levels are, your sleep levels, hunger levels, all of these things we're asking you about so that we can help make sure that you're staying on track and that if anything seems amiss throughout your week, we're staying on top of it and we're helping you understand where this might be coming from so that once the challenge is over and maybe this comes up again, you know what to think of first and be like, okay, this is how I can stop it. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, the check-ins, like Kylie was saying, they're so important because this is what makes this program so effective, is that it's adaptive and it adapts each week towards what's working for you. So we'll provide you with an initial plan based off of what we believe will work best for your body. And then after you follow the program or do the best to your ability, follow the program and check in with us each week. And the key with the check-ins are transparency. These check-ins are not meant to criticize or judge in any sort of way. It's for us to better understand how we can help you transcend some of these challenges and obstacles that have been preventing you from getting the results that you want. So the more you share with us, the more you communicate with us, the better we can understand the full picture of what's going on. Maybe it's something in your personal life that's causing you a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, which is then affecting your ability to eat, your ability to sleep, your ability to show up for your workouts. And we can provide you with holistic tools. We have meditations, we have some stretching videos, mobility videos, we have educational videos in our program that you'll have access to that will help mitigate some of that stress, so that you can put yourself in the best possible position to improve your physical health, not just your emotional health, but also they're so tightly related. So this is not just a fitness program. This is a holistic lifestyle approach that is one of the reasons why it becomes so effective and so many people love it, is because you do not only get all of these benefits, but you also do get access to a community that has similar vision, similar goals, and that camaraderie, for whatever reason, it creates a sense of accountability and encouragement that you know you're not in this alone. And some of the things that you may be struggling with, this is a place for you to share openly and vulnerably, and you will see how other people have been able to get through some of those challenges. It's a supportive community where they'll offer you tips. You'll also get guidance from us each week, but the community itself is something that's so special. We've had so many friendships been created from all over the world in this Facebook group, in this community, and some even romantic relationships. People have gotten married, had children. It's a beautiful place to meet.
It's
people.
a dating service too.
Yeah, not that that's what this is for, but maybe an extra benefit as well.
Well, I want to take a second to share because I first heard about this. You haven't offered a challenge in a while, and I know you had stopped doing them for a little bit. Right after COVID still dangles around, but after the pandemic, I went through a tough time, and I had done what everybody else did during the pandemic, sat around, the gyms were closed, ate stuff I shouldn't have been eating. And then on top of it, we experienced a lot, unfortunately, of loss. We had some people pass away in our family. And, one of my dear friends and I, we were just like, oh my God, we need to do something. My clothes are tight. I'm depressed. I'm not sleeping. And I was shocked at the transformation that this program did for both of us. And, even I was really having trouble sleeping. And Nimai, you taught me some breathing exercises. I didn't think I was going to get that too, but some of the simple things about eating and just having something to follow was remarkable. So, I really encourage people to not expect to be perfect, but if you come in and you apply yourself, the results are awesome out of this.
Yes. Yeah. One of our kind of mantras in this program is progress, not perfection. And we strive for an all or something mentality, not an all or nothing mentality, because in these types of programs, it can feel we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, then it doesn't make sense for us to do it. So one of the things that we've noticed with our clients over the years is how can we encourage you to find the little victories, to find the celebrations, to compare yourself not to other people, but to who you were yesterday. And if you can make one step of an improvement from day to day, by the end of this program, you will quite literally become a completely different version of yourself. And 2 months may seem like a long time, and it's also a very short amount of time. So it goes by very quickly, and the time is going to go by either way. So even if you make just a little bit of progress each day, you are going to be far further ahead than if you were to just do nothing and continue on the path that you are on now. So I really encourage you, if you do decide to sign up to this program, come into it with an open mind, come into it with a fresh perspective of what can I learn, how can I improve, and how can I be surprised at what my body can actually accomplish in 8 weeks? Because we tend to think, oh, that's for somebody else. It's possible for them. It's not possible for me. Trust me, we have had so many people come through this program, even in their 60s, come through and have incredible transformations. And the beautiful part about the program is that it's so flexible. We have many different types of programs, whether you are an advanced lifter or whether you are a beginner, or somebody that doesn't have as much time and can only train 3 days a week compared to 4 days a week or 5 days a week. We also have a women's focused program. We have many different programs that are so easy to follow, so it can fit with your schedule. Even if you don't have access to a gym, we have a zero equipment program that you can do just in a park or in your home where you have some space to move around. And they're all incredibly effective as long as you show up and just give it your best effort, whatever that looks like throughout the program.
Yeah, I love that you have stuff for even somebody who has no access to a gym or anything. They could do stuff out of their house, or you can have someone who's a complete gym rat, and there's a program for everybody, which is fantastic. And the other thing I'd love for you to share is, I know that you're really unique because you were a vegetarian your entire life and then went to vegan. So you've never, despite being a professional bodybuilder, all this stuff, you've actually never eaten a piece of chicken or anything in your whole life, right?
No, yeah, that does make me a unique case, just because most of my bodybuilding peers obviously grew up a more traditional lifestyle, consuming meat, animal, different like chicken, fish, beef, steak, all of it. And for most people, that is what they know to work for building muscle. The first thing you ask somebody is like, how do you put on muscle? You got to eat protein, right? That's like the first question that people normally ask whenever they find out I'm vegan, is like, how do you get enough protein on a vegan diet? I thought you needed meat. Well, that's simply untrue. Plants do contain all of the essential amino acids, all of the protein that you need when you eat them in appropriate quantities. So thankfully, we have done all of the guesswork for that, and you won't have to do any of it. All of our programs are certified by our registered dietitian, so they are guaranteed to provide you with enough nutrients and minerals to fuel you, not only just to be healthy, but to also fuel you through your workouts and to recover appropriately so that you can show up for your next workout and the next workout. And not only that, but it's also a low inflammatory diet. Is basically an anti-inflammatory diet, which means that you're going to be recovering even faster so that you can show up and train again the next day and feel even better when you're in the gym. So there's many kind of accumulated benefits of consuming a more plant-centric diet, including in the short term, but as well as the long term as well. So,
and then I'd love to take a minute and talk about the same way you have flexibility built into the workouts, depending on where somebody is and what they have access to. There's enormous flexibility in the meal plans. I mean, your meal plans obviously are plant-based, and some people will go for all of it. Some are going to use some of it. But, if I could just be really transparent here, I was really surprised when I did it, how good the food was, because I was expecting, okay, I'm just going to, eat a bunch of broccoli and like some lentils or something. And there were smoothies that were chocolate banana based. And there was all these things that tasted great. And there were things that you could make in a few minutes without even cooking if you needed to run out the door in the morning. So maybe one of you can talk about that, and the ability to swap too. I think that's a great thing for people to hear about.
Yeah. Kiley, you want to take this one?
Yeah, so I love that new feature that we launched recently, the swap function, because, maybe someone doesn't like chickpeas or sweet potatoes or anything like that, but you don't want to completely go off of your macros by trying to figure out like a different meal that you can add in of your own food. So there's a button next to the meal within the portal or the app, and you just click on it and you then come up with an entire list of other meals that you can select, and then your macros will be reworked around that meal so that everything keeps you on track and where we put you for the day. But like you were saying, like there's chocolate smoothies in there. There's different types of like meals from all different like cultures and stuff like that. I know that Vegan Fitness like built that in really well to take into account different parts of the world and stuff. But I really love that our meals are based around legumes and beans and like all of these very simple foods that aren't difficult to find, because I think that's also something that a lot of people that are new to the plant-based and vegan diet, they think, well, I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Where am I going to find this? Like I live in the middle of America where we don't have any special type of food store. And it's like, no, you can find all of these ingredients on the outer rim of your grocery store. So I think that like what we do here is very simple, but also very tasty. And that's also something that we teach our clients as well, is like, hey, if you don't see spices or seasonings within the meal plan, that's because we want you to season it how you like it, but we're also going to give you tips on how to do it. And like Nimai said, there are cooking videos within our portal as well. We're going to show you how to cook tofu and tempeh and how to season it properly. So these are all things that we try to give you knowledge on. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's some fun stuff. There's Mexican flavored food. There's all
Yeah.
kinds of things. It's not boring, that's for sure. So if you have a sweet tooth or a spicy tooth, you can still kind of get it all in there.
Yeah. And one thing I just want to jump in here too, because whenever we first started, or whenever I first started posting online about what I ate, my recipes, I am not a chef. I'm not trained as a chef, never have been. I've always been more of a practical kind of guy that if it takes me longer than 30 minutes to make a meal, I'm probably not going to do it. So that was kind of the inspiration for a lot of our meals in the beginning, was to, how do I simplify this? How do I not overcomplicate this to where it feels like I'm going to be overwhelmed and having to spend hours in the kitchen to make these really decadent meals, complicated meals. And what we found is that the more you complicate things, the less adherence you'll have to a program. So you'll just look at it and you're like, this is way too much for me. I'm just not going to do anything. And I'm going to go back to what I was doing because that's what's familiar. So our meal plans are really simple, and you don't have to have chef experience or even that much experience in the kitchen. We have everything laid out, every single meal, instructions, exactly how much of each ingredient is necessary for you to create the meals. And the best part is that each recipe is specifically formulated for you and your meal plan. So for those of you who aren't necessarily aware or don't have a deeper understanding of calories and macronutrients, essentially calories are made up of macronutrients. These are calorie containing nutrients. So you have your protein, your carbs, and your fats. I'm sure you've heard of those. Now, every single piece of food has a combination of protein, carbs, and fats in different degrees. So what we've done is we've made it really basic and really easy to follow, so that your meal plan, let's say based off your fitness goals and where you are now and where you want to be, let's say you need 2,000 calories on a daily budget. Imagine this is you're a financial group, right? So imagine a calorie budget for your day. Now, if you eat 4 times, that's roughly 500 calories per meal average to equate 2,000 calories. Now, let's say that you don't like one of those meals. Let's say you've eaten it too many times, or it has some ingredients you don't like. You can literally click the swap button in our meal plan, and it will show you other 500 calorie meals that are specifically formulated for you and your macronutrient targets. So if you need 2,000 calories and you need 150 grams of protein per day, the meal that you swap with is actually going to be pre-formulated to make sure that you still hit those numbers, even though you're changing a completely different meal. So everything has been thought of to make it as easy as possible for you, because I know that in the past, me personally, whenever I was following a meal plan and got sick of something, I wanted to swap it. I wanted to eat something else, but I didn't know if it was going to fit with the calorie budget that I had for the day. And I had to kind of calculate all of these different types of recipes to make sure that it fit. So we've done all of that for you. So all you have to do is just look at the pictures and see which one looks the best, and then choose that one and follow the recipe.
And everything is pre-done. So every meal you have, it tells you at the top, here's how many grams of protein, here's how many calories, like it's all done. We don't have to do any math at all, which I loved.
Yeah.
Not a math person. So when does this start? Can you give people the details, please?
Yes. So we are starting on August 14th. So that is 13 days away from today. So just under 2 weeks. And we're going to be starting as a group. So this is what makes this type of challenge so special, is that we will have a large group of people all starting on the same day, all posting their progress pictures week by week by week, and then all finish on the same day 2 months later. And what's really cool is that at the end of this, we do offer cash prizes, because not only is it an incentive to, get in the best shape of your life or start that journey for yourself, but everybody likes the little carrot at the end of the race, right? So we do offer cash prizes for the top 5 best overall transformations. regardless of what program you're on, we like to reward people who work hard. And I think this also creates a healthy amount of competition, so that people can strive towards giving it their best effort and not only getting a healthy physical reward of your health and your conditioning, but also a cash reward at the end too.
There's nothing wrong with cash. And in addition to that, you
Yeah.
do have a store where they can get vegan protein powder if they want to do it. And I got to
Yes.
say, here's the best flavored protein powder ever. Like there's one, it's vanilla ice cream. There's a peanut butter chocolate cup stuff. You did some
Yeah.
good stuff. Is delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was a big part of why why I co-founded Veg Nutrition, was because we were offering these coaching programs and people kept asking us, what supplements do we take? We will tell you all of the supplement protocols that we believe are the healthiest and that will help you get to your results the fastest. And that's why we created our own supplements, because we took a look at the market and saw some gaps. And, being a vegan founded company, we wanted to specifically formulate all of our products to the highest quality and make sure that they were actually formulated for plant-based athletes. So everything has been taken care of. It's been introduced into the ingredients and the formula, so that all you have to do is just take it and you will put yourself in the best possible position to see results.
So it's great. If you are a competitive person and you want to win some cash, you can get in there and do that. Or if you just want to hide and like conquer a few of your demons, you don't have to go and post your pictures in the Facebook group. You can just watch everybody else and kind of hide and make a little changes as you get inspired. People can really take this as a great step. And I want to thank you. This program has been amazing. And I'm so happy you're doing it again, because you stopped doing it for a little while. So I'm really thrilled you brought it back.
Yeah, us too. It was at the request of many people for us to bring it back, just because of the camaraderie, the challenge aspect, the start and end date. It gives something to look forward to, because whenever you do kind of like a evergreen program where it just feels like it's never ending, it's easy to lose steam. It's easy to lose motivation. So one of the things that we specialize in, even in our weekly calls, is how to keep your motivation high. And we can talk about whenever your motivation starts to dip and what you can do to keep the momentum so that you continuously make progress week after week and not eventually just kind of fall back into old behavior. So again, yes, we love talking about fitness. We love offering fitness and nutrition advice. But one of the things that I personally love talking about is mindset and motivation and how to change the way you think about yourself, because you always show up to the degree or however you see yourself. So if there are some limiting beliefs, some disempowering beliefs that you don't think you're capable, you don't think you're strong enough, you don't think that you're worthy of it, we can talk about those. And I promise you, you're going to gain so much more than just a few pounds of muscle in this program.
Absolutely. So people can register. I know there's veganfitness.com. And then when they register, maybe I know we'll have a special little discount. I'm so excited to offer to everybody. But for people who are doing it, it'll include the 8-week challenge, the meal plans, the workout plans, a weekly adjustment to keep you on track, depending on your feedback. And the cost is?
So the cost is going to be $200 for your group. So we're giving your group a special discount. The normal cost is $300, but we wanted to offer this for you just because, Leanne, you're a special client and we love you. And, and we want this program to reach more people than just the normal people that we expose it to through our social media and our email marketing and whatnot, because this program is so powerful. And it really does have the ability to transform your life and transform the quality of your life, not just now, but for the later part of your life as well, because there are countless studies that show that the more plants you eat, the better longevity and quality of life you'll have later into your later years. So if you're somebody that is approaching that and want to kind of recalibrate your health and reclaim your health, this is a perfect opportunity to do that, because once you lose your health, you will give any amount of money to get it back. And it's always easier to maintain it than it is to regain it afterwards. So this is a really great preventative way of taking care of yourself, taking care of not only your health, but also a way to show up more presently in your relationship, show up for your family, show up for your job, your career, all the things that you're passionate about, because our body is the interface through which we experience this lifetime. And if you're if you're constantly feeling these noises, these aches and pains and discomfort within your body, it really takes you away from the present moment and your ability to show up as your fully authentic and powerful self. So I really encourage everybody to join. We would love to have you, and you're in the right place if you're looking to start this kind of journey.
Well, thank you so much. And honestly, I remember when we did it, was $297. It was the best $297 I've ever spent. And that you're giving a SLAE discount here is awesome. We really appreciate that. So if you are watching this in our Facebook group, we'll put the link in as soon as we are done here today. If you're on the podcast or another platform and you're hearing about this, you can just email us. We'll give out the email address at the end. And then you can get that link if you're hearing from it another way. But thank you both for taking your time here. We're going to try and get a bunch of us to do this as a community and a team. Yeah. And we've got some people who are just looking to make tiny little changes and some people who are athletic and looking to go crazy. And we're going to all do it together and support each other. But I appreciate both of you so very much.
Of course. Thank you, Leanne, for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is fun.
So we'll be posting the link for everybody. Jump on in. We start on August 14th. I'll be in there with you, and everyone have a fantastic day. We'll see you next week. Take care.
All right. See you, everyone.